Hey, Straw here again. Let me show you the lights menu of Sam, Screen Archer menu. Really nice for setting up custom 3-point lighting and whatever illumination you need for your character in your scene. It's very useful. First of all, let's move our character to somewhere it's dark. Then it should be good. And we're gonna access the lights menu. What you're gonna do is you want to add new lights to your scene, and when you click it you see all those lights that are part of SOE, Settlement Objects Expanded mod. You actually need that mod installed in order to access that feature. Let's start with a spotlight. A spotlight wide, scroll all the way down to the small ones. Small, warm, spotlight, wide, dim. You see it appears now in our list in the lights menu, and when we click it we have some really neat options to move it around. Most importantly, rotation. It's a touch slider. I click it, I keep the mouse pressed, and as I move the mouse to the left and the right you see how the light source is actually rotating around the character. You can also set up the distance towards the character. Closer means brighter, further away obviously less shine on it, and you can also change the height of the spotlight. As you notice, the spotlight will always target the center of your body. If you want to specifically set it up to target for example the head of your character, you can use the offset and move it up or down just like that. And if you then rotate the light, the pitch will actually remain. The offset also works to the left and right if you want to just illuminate part of the body, and you can also rotate it around with that value. Let me actually put these back to 0 and use that spotlight for a bit of accent on the front part of the character. Yeah, why not? That looks pretty good. We can rename the spotlight. For example, this, we're gonna name it backlight just so we don't forget. And if I go back, you see it is renamed to backlight. Let's add a couple of more light sources to make the scene really shine. Let's use an Omni, also something small, warm, Omni dim for the general light of our general illumination of our character. Let's put it somewhere to the front around here. Maybe a bit closer. Yeah, that should be fine. And also let's add another spotlight for a little bit of color. The blue one. Blue looks always nice on skin and reflecting clothing. And let's set up that slightly from behind. Very nice. Now, if you want these spotlight markers to disappear, you can use the X button to turn it invisible. Obviously when you have accessed a certain spotlight, it will only mark that one as invisible. If you go back to the main lights menu and use the X, all the spotlights will disappear. Now let's say you want to save that setup for later use. You can press Q to save it. Let's name it Straw 1 for example. And if now we're going to remove all the spotlights, there we go, we can just load them in again with our previously saved setup. There we go. Now another very useful feature is when you actually move your character around again, because you think, oh, the position is not really perfect in this scene. The character is moving and obviously the lights are not set up where they're supposed to be anymore. What you can do is you go into the global settings in that menu and click on update all, and you see the lights will move exactly to where you set them up originally. In that global menu you can also set the rotation for all of the lights. If you want to create some funky effects, you can do that here really quick. Also the position of the light on the regular axis will make things a lot more easy and quicker to set up than if you were to do it manually or with the console. So yeah, that's it about the light setup. Super useful, super cool looking. Try it out yourself.